Hey everyone, welcome to the Forex course. I'm just going to show you how to get things started. And if you have questions from here, I'll make more videos, answer any questions in the group chat, and go from there. So there's a couple things that we're actually going to need for this group chat that we're going to have in order to trade Forex and make some money. Before I get started, just want to throw out a disclaimer there that, I do not have any certifications with like Series 7s or anything that legally allows me to give out advice to people or trade your money. So just keep in mind throughout this, all of this is based on what I am doing and what others are doing. And I'm posting it in the group chat. None of this is me legally recommending you to do anything. It's all up to your discretion. I will be sharing you what I trade so you can see exactly what I'm doing. And if you want to copy, that's completely your choice. So I did want to throw that disclaimer out there. So a couple things we're going to need. We're going to need Hugo's Way. This is a brokerage. This is kind of like your Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, Scott's Trade, Robinhood, anything like that. This is where you're going to deposit money, kind of like a bank. And then eventually you're going to have to transfer it into MT4, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Stinio, that is an app that's going to help you manage your money. It's kind of like a calculator for risk analysis. Again, I'll show you how to do that. All this stuff is super simple. Really takes no more than 10, 20 seconds to do most of the time. MT4, so this is where you're actually going to be trading the currency. The Forex, Euro versus USD, Australian versus Canadian, whatever it is. There's so many different options out there. You can trade gold, Bitcoin, all that kind of stuff. You also want to have Cash App. You need Cash App because you're going to actually have to buy Bitcoin. After you buy Bitcoin, it's going to transfer into Hugo's Way. You're going to have to send it to Hugo's Way. And then once it's in Hugo's Way, we'll send it to MD4. Again, I'll show you all how to do that. Finally, you're also going to need Telegram. Which is probably what you're watching this on now, or YouTube or something. I don't know what's going on yet. But Telegram is where I'm going to communicate with everyone and show you what I'm personally buying and what I'm personally selling. And again, I'm going to send you exactly, what I'm buying, when I'm buying, target prices, stop loss prices, all that kind of stuff. So you can keep up to date with everything. So Hugo's Way, let's dive in. So Hugo's Way, that's the brokerage. You can just go on Google, type in Hugo's Way. It's the first option that comes up, app.hugosway.com. This is my account. Let's see. Yeah, so pretty much I'll log in, but pretty much you're just going to go to sign up. You're going to create an account. You're going to need your username. You're going to have to create like an email and username and password and all that kind of stuff. You're also going to have to set up a kind of like a security clearance just to make sure like no one hacks you. You're kind of throwing that extra security out there. So all the money that you do have there, nothing crazy is going to happen with it. As long as you have good passwords and no one can hack your phone and stuff like that, so that's all you need to really care about. So once you create the account and everything, you are going to have to upload some verification stuff called KYC. You're going to have to upload an ID, such as a driver's license, a passport. You're going to have to verify, which will verify your address. And then you're going to have to verify with like a utility bill or a bank statement or something else that can, you just need 2 different forms to prove that it's you and that this is legit and you're not like some fraud or, someone that's trying to hack into the system or something like that. Again, super easy. It's just, you really just need your driver's license or whatever and a quick utility bill or bank statement to get started. Once it does that, it'll all verify. Sometimes it can take up to 24 hours, sometimes 48 hours, whatever it happens to be. A little secret though is if you there's a group chat down here, you can click that. Clearly I've used it before. You can message them after you upload everything. You can message them, ask if they can kind of speed up the approval for you, get things going, so you can start trading faster sooner than later. Now, next thing you do is you're going to want to go into My Accounts. Oops, sorry, not My Accounts. You want to go into Deposit, make a deposit. This is where you will deposit all your money, everything that you want to do. So pretty much what you're going to do is you're going to open up Cash App. Let me go here. All right. So here are the apps you need, right? You have your Stinio, MetaTrader, Cash App. Hugo's Way is only online. You can obviously access it from Safari or Google Chrome or whatever. But I like to do it online easier. So from there, you're just going to go into Cash App. You're going to find your Bitcoin type of thing. You're going to buy some Bitcoin. Whatever you want to buy. Personally, I do not recommend doing more than $1,000 a day because then the system can starting to act up. And you can only trade 5,000 a week as well. So sometimes when you kind of lose track of all that, it messes up, and you want to transfer the Bitcoin as soon as possible because you don't want it to sit there and fluctuate. You're just trying to buy it so you can transfer it over. Once you have it in your account, once you buy the Bitcoin, it'll show up. You go into like this little home screen in the bottom left corner, the little house thing. You're gonna click on your Bitcoin. Clearly, there's nothing there. You're gonna, oh yeah. Well, there eventually, once you buy something, there will be a withdrawal option. You're gonna click with withdrawal. I don't know. We'll ignore that. But yes, once you set up your your Cash App and everything, buy some Bitcoin. Again, I would not recommend doing more than personally. I would not recommend doing more than 1,000 a day, just because things start to act weird. You're gonna click withdrawal. You're gonna go back into Hugo's Way, into deposit funds. You're gonna click your wallet, USD, Bitcoin, and then amount to deposit. For example, we'll just do $1 for now. Oh, I guess we can't. So we'll do 50. All right, so I guess you need a minimum of 50 to do this. Nothing too crazy. Once you click next, it's going to come up with a QR code. This is the Bitcoin address. So once you get into your Cash App and you click withdrawal, it's going to ask you for that code. You have one of two options. Either you can, if you're doing it from Safari, if you open up your Safari, and you're in Hugo's Way that way, you can just copy it and paste it. Otherwise, you can just get your phone and just scan the QR code, and that's just easier and safer actually off of off of Safari or Google on the computer. So that's the other option. That's the option I like to do. Then from there, oh, and do not use this code. This is my code, which will expire in 14 minutes anyway. So you won't even be able to send anything there. Your money will disappear. That's the other thing is if you don't copy this correctly, again, if you just click the copy button, it's going to copy exactly. But if you try to manually type it out, and you happen to click something wrong, you're going to lose the money that you're trying to send. So that's why you either want to go into Safari on your phone and click copy, or you just want to scan the QR code. So 100% chance it's going to transfer over. From there, after everything's deposit, it can take about 30 minutes usually 30 to 60 minutes from my experience. You're going to go to internal, transfer. It's going to show up here. You're going to do wallet to MT4. And then you're going to click select from wallet, USD. This is where your money's going to show up that's transferring over. You're going to select your account and then amount to transfer. And then you click request transfer. And then it's going to show up. And again, give it a half hour or so. It's going to show up in your MetaTrader 4. Now this is my brother's account. This is a demo account. I was just teaching him how to do this. The stuff that I'm going to show you in this video, don't buy it or sell it because it's obviously from weeks ago. I was just showing him earlier a couple days ago, which is why the account's down so much. But you can create a demo account. You get $100,000. I recommend doing that for the first week or two just to understand how to trade it correctly. And then you can go from there. You have your settings. You're going to want to go to, once you download MT4, you're going to want to go into new account, log in with an existing account, enter company. You're just going to want to type in Hugo's Way up here, and then real. Click the real one, don't click the demo one. And then once you click the real one, you're going to put in your login that you'll actually get from Hugo's Way. They should send you an email. But before that, actually, you have to go into My Accounts, and then you have to go to Create Account. After you create an account, you're going to want to go to Hugo MT4 ECN, select currency, USD if that's what you are, select leverage. 100% your choice. I'm not going to comment on that. I personally do 500. But again, for legal reasons, I'm not going to say which one you should choose. But I do 500 personally. So from there, you're going to, that's how you create the account in Hugo's Way and everything like that, MT4. And then you're going to, once you get the email from Hugo's Way, you're going to use that to log into Hugo's Way, put that in there. Make sure to save the password so you don't have to log in every time. And then there's that. And you can kind of explore the app on your own and stuff like that. So once you get to here, you're going to want to click on this plus button. And I already added all the symbols here, so it's not going to show up with anything. But there's going to be an option that says FX, like popular or something, and that's going to have like 5 options, Forex options, or the top 5 most popular ones. So one of them is going to be like Euro USD, and then there's indices as well that you can look at as well. I'd recommend adding all those. Categorize them so they're alphabetically, so when I do send a market update, you can just go, and this is a demo account, so it doesn't really matter, but once you create your real account, you're going to want to organize them. So if I send AUD, USD, Australian to USD, you can just easily find it, click it, and then if I say USD to whatever, you can scroll right to the bottom. There's some gold down there, XAU, USD, and so on. Now, the next thing you need to know is kind of how to put in a trade. Now that you know how to upload money onto the account, transfer it over to MT4, again, through Hugo's Way, and then using Cash App to do that, we're going to look at Stinio. Stinio is going to help you calculate your risk loss management and everything like that. So I'm going to be sending out these messages that look like something like this in the group chat. And I'm just going to show you quickly how to utilize this platform so you can trade on your own. Now, let's see. So account balance. This is how much money you have in your account. So, hold on, where is it? There we go. So for trade right now, we're just going to round that up. Again, it's a demo account. Who cares if we lose money or gain money? It doesn't affect you in any way. We're just going to say there's 100,000. So we're going to go into Stinio. We're going to put in account balance 100. Risk. Now, you're going to want to look at the text message. This is important. Now, sometimes, depending on what it is, sometimes I may say it's a 5% risk. Sometimes I may say it's a 2% risk. Sometimes I say it's a 10% risk. It ranges. Usually probably will never go over 10%. And stick to the messages that I send out. You don't want to kind of, you really don't want to mess with that either. You could lose a lot of money if you don't evaluate your risk properly. So just stick to kind of what I'm doing and you should be okay. So we'll just stick to this one. Sell limit, Euro, AUD, 5% risk. So we're going to go into here, 5%. Stop loss in pips. We're going to go back here. So SL. SL stands for stop loss. TP1 stands for target price 1. TB2 stands for target price 2. Sometimes I may post 1 target price. Sometimes there's 2 target prices. Sometimes there's 3 target prices. It's all up to you to figure out if you just want to do one of them that I show or all of them. Again, up to your discretion. But yeah, so stop loss. This is what we need to pay attention to. 44 pips. Pips is kind of like a, don't view it as monetary value necessarily, but that's also kind of what it is. So the more pips it goes up or down, the more you can gain or lose. Kind of like, the stock market. If you own a stock and it goes up $1, then, it goes up $1. If it goes down $1, it goes down $1. But, if it goes up 2, now you make more. Same philosophy, but don't look at it in terms of like exact dollar, penny, or you don't want to pay attention to that really like that. Just know that the more pips, the greater risk, I guess, is the best way to say it. So 44 pips is stop loss, SL, stop loss. 44. You're going to click the check mark, select currency pair, And this is where we're going to put in the currency, which is Euro to AUD. Sell limit. Euro AUD. So up here you can see risk 5%, risk amount 5,000. Lots. A lot is pretty much like a share. So you can buy 1 share of Apple, 2 shares of Apple, whatever it happens to be. It's pretty similar to that. And then you can see your stop loss. We put in 44, so you just want to look for the highlighted one and match it with 16.469 with the lots. Now, personally, I personally don't put in the exact lot size. I usually just round it down to 16. And that's kind of what I'll use for my lot size. Now, from there, so we have a target price 1 and a target price 2. So personally, I usually do 60 to 70% of that position in target price 1, and then the other 30 or 40 or whatever it is in target price 2 for risk analysis reasons. So 16. So for target price 1, we may go in here. Let's find our Euro AUD. Again, this is why you want to have it alphabeticalized, so you don't have to scroll like this and look for it all day. There we go, Euro AUD. You're just going to click on it and then click trade. And then we have there, okay, so 10's a good number. All right, so that's the lot size. This is where you're going to put in the lot size. So like this 16 number, I'm just taking a little bit of that for target price 1, and I'm just making, instead of 16, I'm making it 10. And what else do I have? So I also have, so this is the other thing, a sell limit, which means there's a couple different ones actually. There's market execution, there's buy market execution, there's sell limit, there's buy limits. Let's go over that real quick. Oops, let's go back in here. So instant execution, that's just another name for market execution. Market execution and instant execution are the same thing. You don't need to worry about that. You have your buy limits. So a buy limit is pretty much like, as you can see here, there's a price option. With instant execution, there's no price option. And same with sell limit, there's a price option as well. So with buy limit, you're going to put in the exact price that I say. So if I say, so sell limit. We're going to go to sell limit, actually. My bad. We're going to go to sell limit. We're doing 10 lots. For price, for the price here, I have 1.6370. Price 1.6370. Okay, you see that? That's where the price is. Stop loss. You're going to go back in here. The stop loss is 1.6414. All right, 1.6414 for stop loss. Take profit, we're going to go into the first one. Take profit 1. We're going to take that 82 pips, 1.62885. 62885. So that's where take profit is. And again, it's at a sell limit. So once that's all done, you just click place. Market is closed right now, so we can't place that now. FYI, the market opens Sunday at 6 p.m. and then closes Friday night. So Saturday, there's no trading, so don't worry about that at all. So once you place that, you're just going to go back into Euro AUD, back to quotes, Euro AUD, trade. You're going to do the whole process again. You're going to keep the sell limit there. You're going to do your 16 from before, the 16 lots, minus 10, because we purchased 10 already, so now we're going to do 6. Price, you're going to set it as the same thing before. Stop loss, again, that's all going to be the same. 1.6370, 1.6414. And then for profit, you're actually, because we already put in take profit 1, now we're going to take profit 2. So you're going to put in 6.1230. 623. Okay, perfect. So you got that there. Stop loss. 6414. Oops. And then once that's all done, you're just going to click place again, and it's going to go through. Again, market's closed right now, so you can't place anything. Okay, and then once it's purchased, even if it's not purchased, it'll show up in your trade section at the bottom right here. It'll say either it's executed with some money changing and kind of what's at the top, your overall 406.07. And if it doesn't execute, obviously it's not, it'll show it there, but obviously you're not going to own the position. Here's some other ones. USD CHF, same thing. You're just going to go into, you're going to open your Stinu app. You're going to put in your account balance. You're going to put in the 2% risk. And then you're going to put in stop loss this time is 45. So you're going to go in here and put in stop loss 45 and go from there. And then again, you're going to want to make sure you type in USD CHF. Go back into here, find it, wherever it is. USD CHF trade. Again, keep that in mind. I think we have a market. Yeah, so again, market execution right there. You're going to plug in the numbers. There's only one take profit this time, if you noticed. Yeah, so like here, there's only one take profit option, whereas up here we had two of them. So once you put it in Stinu, then you can put in the lot size. You can put in the whole amount, like 16 or whatever it happens to calculate and spit out. All right. Once again, it's sell. So once you put in all those numbers, it's on instant execution. You'll just click sell. If I say buy, you'll just click buy. Same thing, vice versa. And that is that. Keep an eye on the group chat because if I open up the group chat, okay. Well, the app is called Telegram. Let me see. This is my brother's phone. I don't think I can't download it right now, but I'll show you at least what it looks like. Oh, maybe he does have it. Okay, so that's what it looks like. You're just going to download it. And then keep an eye on what I say. If I tell you to sell something, you need to sell it. Or you should sell it. You should follow what I do. Again, not making any legal claims. If I say buy, then you can follow me. Now, what I do recommend is if I do throw something in the group chat, personally, I'd recommend purchasing the position or selling the position within 10 or 15 minutes of me throwing it in the group chat. I can send updates as well as time goes on, but if it's a couple hours later that you see the message and I threw something in the chat, chances are that a big move could have happened already. And I don't want you to miss out on that, and now you're losing money while everyone gained money. So again, if it's within 15 minutes, then do that. Then you could follow me if you want. The other thing is the market opens, like I said, Sunday at 6, and it goes pretty much like all day. So there could be a time it's like 3 in the morning on a Monday or Tuesday. And I could send an alert out. I could send a signal out saying to buy or sell something. Personally, I mean, if you want to put your ringer on so you wake up in the middle of the night or the middle of the morning or whatever just to make the trade, put it in, take 2 minutes out of your day, do that. You're more than welcome to. I also get that, everyone likes to sleep too, so it's all up to your own discretion. Sometimes there will be trades sent out during the day as well. Now, the other thing I want to mention is if you look at the private bank, the actual bankers, the ones that are working on Wall Street, typically they're doing 2 to 4 trades a week. So if there's like ever a week or a day where, even a couple days in a row that I don't send anything out in the group, don't freak out because making trades is not that frequent. Usually we'll try to send out like anywhere from 2 to 10 a week. That's going to be kind of my goal between there. Some of them, there may be like 3 in a day, 4 in a day. You never know. It all depends on what my signals are telling me what to do. But again, you don't want to rush anything. Trust the process. Kind of go with the flow. If you start doing your own stuff and have no idea what you're doing, you have a chance of risking your whole account. So again, if you want to kind of learn on your own, I recommend just going to the demo account, practicing with your own money and stuff too. Or you could just kind of sit here and, I'll send the trades out when they come out. And then that way you don't have to really do any work. You just kind of go with what I say and follow what I do if you want. But that is pretty much it. Again, if anything else comes out, I'll make another video so you can watch. If anything needs to go into more in depth or needs to be clear, we'll do that as well. I'll make another video, or I'll write something in the chat. There's going to be 2 chats. There's going to be like an educational chat where it's going to have like this video and anything else that may be useful. And then I'm going to have a chat that's going to be just for signals. So things aren't getting mixed up and confused and everything like that. All right. So until then, if you have questions, reach out. And need to see other videos, I'll make more videos. But until then, I will see you later. Oh, also, Hugo's Way, if you do have questions, again, use the group chat. They are awesome at helping you out with any questions, setting up your account or depositing funds or transferring anything like that. So I highly recommend utilizing them. All right, I will see you.